Trial and error is something that we go through every day of our lives. Something that I actually just wrote about, and the thing that I don't understand is how we can only see so much error, but so little of our trial. It may not make sense. It it's confusing to see the way that we live today. It's very hard to see the way that we live today and see or hear about the ways that we used to live. It was a tough world back then, and it's a tough world now. And what's so confusing is why it's getting tougher. Back in March of 2012, I was actually hit by my neighbor Wanda Derby in Texas while I was visiting family and working on a project for work. You see, I didn't think that because of the way that I was, that I would ever get to see the actions of what someone thought of it. I didn't wake up and think that that night that I was actually going to be hit because of the way that I choose to live my life. I didn't think any of those things because I never thought it about anybody else. And then I look at the way that we are now with our kids. I mean, the same kids that we are seeing out the door to go to school in the morning are the same kids that are going to do the same thing when they grow up. It's like we are scared to allow ourselves to accept the way that some things are. But instead, during elections and during the presidents, during anything dealing with the office, we choose to give them that option. We choose to allow them to have the say of what will happen. You may not look at it like that, but that's true. They get to choose how your child's going to live. And what I mean by that is only because you made the decision. I didn't make it. I didn't make the decision that somebody was going to hate me for who I was. I didn't make a decision that someone was going to act upon it. The decision I made was whenever I actually wanted to help. We have so many people right now, there's so many kids that are addicted to drugs that they don't know what they're doing. They don't have guidance. They don't have what they need in order to just live their life instead of having to worry about if they're living it at all. Because we don't take the time of the day to sit down and think about that. don't take the time to think about anything. Each day we're starting to see more and more kids on the news. You see faces of kids that used to walk out that front door and never coming back home. Kids that you never thought would do such a thing. We choose to live how we choose, what we see as necessary. We don't choose to live by how we should. Instead of looking at the critical points, we're looking at the surface points. But what lies underneath is a lot deeper. And it's a lot more harsh than what you see on the top. I was one of those people, one of those kids. I tried to commit suicide 8 different times. My mom stopped me on the last one. But if she didn't, then I would have been the same exact kid on the front of that newspaper. I would not be exactly where I am today, and I don't know what I would have done. I tried the other options. I mean, it's not something that I want to deal with. I'm tired of it. And I know they're tired of it also. You have to start worrying about the people that are gonna be the parents later on. Is if we don't listen to our kids, if we don't listen to their thoughts, then why do ours even matter? They know. Because if my mom would not have been listening to me, then I wouldn't be here giving you my opinion. And that's exactly what it is. It's an opinion. We gotta fix it. 26 years old, and I'm still going through the same things as I did when I was a kid. But the only difference is that everyone is listening. It's because they never really gave the opportunity to listen whenever they needed to. And we don't know if we are going to give that opportunity to the same people later on down the road. We're scared. I'm scared. And I don't know why. I'm scared of what's going to happen when I walk out the front door, just as you are as scared as what's going to happen if they find out something about you. So, no. There isn't one, there isn't two, there isn't 1,000 of people that are like this. There's millions. Millions that are scared and millions that don't know what to do. So they turn to those other options. Because that's the only thing that they know. That's the only thing that they have. I just hope that when the time does come, that they will only change their mind. Because I did. I changed my mind, and it was because of my mother.